If all gentlemen would remove your headgear for the playing of our national anthem, and actually tonight it's going to be sung by Casper.
By the dawn what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through
6 playing second base, number 6, Daniel Rose. And batting 7th, playing left field, number 12, Cooper Williams. Batting 8, we got the designated hitter, number 19, Jensen Stout. And batting 9th and playing right field, we got Braxton Guff. And your starting pitcher tonight for the Joplin Eagles is number 13, Landry Wilson. And now for your starting lineup for the Nixa Eagles. We got leading off and playing center field, number 7, Wyatt Vincent. Batting 2nd, playing left field, number 13, Caleb Jones. Batting 3rd, your shortstop, and number 3, Caden Cloud. The cleanup batter, playing first base, number 6, Jackson Gamble. Hitting 5th and playing right field, Adam McKnight. Batting 6th and playing third base, number 12, Cam Miller. And your DH tonight, wearing number 11, Wyatt Mabe. And batting 8th and catching tonight, number 10, Tyler Yonkers. And batting 9th and playing second base, number 1, Parker Mann. And your starting pitcher tonight is number 4.
Welcome here to Nixa Baseball Field here in Nixa, Missouri. Nixa Eagles taking on the Joplin Eagles in a COC matchup on the mound today for the Eagles. Tanner Mayette behind the dish, Tyler Yonkers at first base, Jackson Gamble, second base, Parker Mann, shortstop, Caden Cloud, Cameron Miller at third base, in left field, Caleb Jones, center field, Wyatt Vincent, and in right field, Adam McKnight. Eagles finally snap a 3-game losing streak last night on the road at Carthage. 15-1 was that score, and Coach Hughes secures his 100th win at the helm here in Nixa. That improves his record to 100 wins and 30 losses in just under 4 seasons, which is very impressive on how fast he turned this Nixa baseball program around. Aiden Hawkins alongside my partner, Deacon Brown. Eagles looking to get hot before they take a big road trip to Columbia tomorrow against 3 really great teams in Truman, Eureka, and night game on Friday at 8 p.m. against the Rockbridge Bruins. That's a state-ranked matchup, and a matchup that's going to be hard. It's going to be a hard-fought win if they can pull it out. So Lane Royal comes to the plate first for the Eagles. The Joplin Eagles, that is. That's going to get a little confusing. Every time we call a game like that, it's the exact same way. But
no kidding.
4-10 is their record. First pitch they see, they'll swing on a lift to right field. McKnight camps under it and squeezes it for out number 1. Mayette has been stellar all season. If it's starting or relieving, he has been really great. He is 2-0 as a starter, and he has, I believe, recorded 1 save as a reliever. Both of his starts were shutouts. He beat Skytook Oklahoma 9-0, and he took down Southside out of Fort Smith, Arkansas with a score of 10-0. No balls, 1 strike, 2 pitches in here, 1 out.
So what you're saying is he hasn't given up a single run.
That one's hit foul, not as a starter.
Right.
I think he's given one up
but
as
he's
a reliever.
Starter, so.
He's had some relieving innings, too.
That's true, yeah.
But his ERA probably is sub-1 right now.
Yeah.
Because I think the runs he did give up there were some errors in the field. So, not sure. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. 4th pitch from Yet is in the dirt. First ball of the day. 1-2 is the count. Swung on and fouled out. We'll do the 1-2 pitch again.
Right off the top of the Eagles' dugout, Nixa, that is. Hey, how about that national anthem? That was something else. Pretty impressive. It's kind of rare at a high school game to have an in-person singer sing the national anthem.
Grounded to short, going to be a tough play for Cloud, but he'll make it look easy, fading away and making the throw. And Indy's scout here today is impressed by that one.
Yeah, what a play. I think so far this season, that's the best play I've seen from Caden Cloud. It was a slow hopper, and he got to it, made the throw, throw across his body. Very impressive, very athletic play there from him. So now 2 outs on the board. The Eagles, the Nixa Eagles, looking to hold them scoreless in the first inning.
That one's high, 1 ball, no strikes.
Second pitch is a ball, so 2-0 count. Third pitch, swing and a miss.
2-1.
That one foul.
So after my computer finally decided to work, 16-0 was the start of that first year for Coach Hughes, and they fell to Rogersville 9-8, and they still, ended the season 32-4, lost in district championship to Kickapoo. I mean, ever since Hughes has taken the helm at Nixa, it's been nothing but winning.
Yeah, no kidding. Very, very successful head coach for this Nixa baseball program, and they just got to figure out how to consistently break out of districts.
Is that what's fouled off? I mean, and it's not even that he's just a great coach. He's a great person, too.
Right,
I mean, he's one of the nicest people you'll ever meet, too. I mean, really fun to talk to, really inclusive with everybody. I mean, I've been with the team for 3 years. I mean, and he's treated me like I'm their star player ever since I walked in, which has been really awesome. So, 0-1 pitch to Vincent. That one's low and away. On the mound is Landry Wilson for the Eagles. Vincent, a little bit of a different change for the lineup here. It'll be Wyatt Vincent. Caleb Jones will be batting second now, and Caden Cloud
That is a change. I did
will be
not
at
know
third. McKnight's at fifth now. Gamble is fourth. Miller is sixth. Wyatt Mabe seventh. Yonkers eighth, and Parker Mann ninth. I mean, 17 total hits for the Eagles yesterday in their win against Carthage. 3 home runs, I think. Is that one's going to drop in between center fielder and the second baseman, and I think that's going to go in as a hit. I mean, it just fell in the perfect spot.
Vincent took that opportunity to round first, head to second, because no one was covering.
I don't know why. It seems it's a double.
And you talk about home runs in that Carthage game. I've been at a good number, I'd say 6 or 7 baseball games this season. I haven't seen a home run yet. And you've been talking about how it's one of the most active home run seasons the Eagles have had in a couple of years, and I'm wanting to see one of those. Last year I saw a ton from Cloud and Vincent,
Yeah, you'll never guess who hit those 3 home runs yesterday. You're going to be Vincent, Cloud, and Gamble. The 3 power guys for the Eagles.
Yeah.
And also, Cale Harris came in a pinch hit, and he was inches away from hitting one of his own.
Really?
His first varsity at bat, and he had a triple. I think double, actually. And then someone hit a home run to hit him in, I'm pretty sure. I think it was Gamble. 1 ball, no strikes. Bunt shown. Try to put it down, but can't. 1-1.
So Nixa looking to continue that firepower of a game they had against Carthage. Continue that here against another Western COC school. Caleb Jones shows bunt, pulls back, so it's ball 2. But yeah, 15-1 win against the Carthage Tigers? That's a huge win.
Any win you can take in the Central Ojibwe Conference, matter of sports, a huge win. That's a beautiful bunt placed by Jones. He falls to a knee. Wilson does, trying to get to first, and that'll be an infield single for Jones.
So yeah, Nixa's looking to be in a really good position here to score. No outs and runners on the corners.
Eagles are shortstop number 3, Caden Cloud.
And your Kentucky commit up to bat. I always know he's up to bat when I see the pink arm sleeve.
Runners are at the corners. Runner goes, throw down to second. Might have got him, but he'll get under the tag and be safe at second. Those long legs helped him out there. So runner at second, third, no outs.
So that eliminates the force out, which is something I'm sure that was the goal there when stealing.
So 2 runners scoring position for the SEC commit, Caden Cloud. That one's downstairs, 2-0. Eagles, I mean, they still have 3 games, but the game on the 18th at 8 p.m. against Rockbridge, that game's circled on their calendars as that one's grounded to third. Bend throws to first. Can't find the first baseman, so that'll be an error. It'll score Vincent. Jones will round third, get the stop sign, and Cloud will stop at second. So Cloud gets an RBI, but reached down error. 1-0 Eagles lead. But like I was talking about, this game against Rockbridge on Friday is circled for the Eagles as they are on a 4-game losing streak to the Bruins. Last year they played them 3 times and fell in each of the times they played. They played doubleheader. They lost 8-7 in one game, 6-4, and they played one more time later that month and lost 7-6. So all the games were within 1 or 2 runs, but that kind of sums up that whole season for the Eagles last year. And I think that's what Hughes' whole approach with his team was, is you just got to figure out a way to win. I mean, it doesn't matter if it's 1 run or 10 runs. You just want to win. And I feel like last year they got so close to so many games, swing and miss, and that was the first year of double-digit losses for Hughes. But if you look back, I think only one of those, maybe 1 or 2 of those, was more than 1 or 2 runs. That one's fouled off. 1-2.
1-2 count. Eagles lead 1-0. Hits are 2-0 in favor of Nixa. Now tell me if you know this off the top of your head. What is Rockbridge ranked in state right now?
I don't know. They beat Republic 13-3. They beat Willard 8-3.
They're up there. I know. I saw them whenever last time I looked.
That gets past the catcher. Jones heading home, and he'll be up with ease. 2-0 Eagles. So now just Cloud on the base paths for Gamble. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and Cloud 90 feet away, leading 2-0.
Quick 2-0 lead to start the frame. Still no outs.
That one's inside, almost caught Gamble. He'll avoid it, full count.
Feels like Caden Cloud is just in the batter's box, and now he's at third.
That one in the dirt. That'll be a walk. They'll put runners at the corners with no outs.
And now up for the Eagles, your right fielder, number 8, Adam McKnight.
Adam McKnight steps up to the plate to look to continue the scoring streak Nixa is having in the bottom frame.
So in the last rankings,
Going to have a mound visit here.
Nixa was 4, Rockbridge was 5. But that was before the Eagles dropped those 3 games. So before when those rankings were out, Nixa was 12-1. Now they're 13-4. So Eagles might sit at the bottom of the top 10 when the new rankings come out. And Rockbridge was at 5 when they were 9-2. They're now 12-3. So they've been on a little hot streak. But that Willard one was huge for them. And I believe we're throwing Jackson Gamble against Rockbridge. So gonna be an interesting game. But we also have 3 more games till we get there. They're going to be great games. Eureka is a really great baseball program. That Eagles squeaked out a win against last year. Did you call that game with me? It was a night game.
A Rockbridge game?
No, Eureka. It was here.
Possibly. I don't remember.
It was pretty late. Yeah, Eagles won 9-4 in that one. Eureka's also winning record at 8-3. Let's worry about the game we got going. I
guess. I suppose.
Cloud at third, Gamble at first. McKnight at the plate. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Immediately went off speed to McKnight. No balls, 1 strike. Oh, it's upstairs. Two and 1. I'm starting to think that Marshfield should be in the Class 5 rankings as well. I mean, they're not there, but
Really?
I mean, yeah, I feel like they should be up there. That one's fouled off 2-2.
Yeah, Nixa definitely has a lot of respect for the Marshfield Blue Jays after what happened just a week ago.
That one's grounded on the third base line, going home to get to the lead runner. Cloud will be out, and McKnight will reach on a fielder's choice.
That was a great stop by the third baseman. That was a well-hit ball. It's a good stop and a good decision to throw it home to clamp down on another run. So it's going to put runners at first and second now with Cameron Miller, the sophomore, up to bat.
Bend at third, threw it to Rose behind the plate to get the first out of the inning. Excuse me, second out. No, first. I forgot there was an error. Fouled off, no balls, 1 strike. Joplin beat Glendale too.
Really?
2-1.
This season?
Yeah, 2-1 in 8 innings.
Wow. That's a big win.
That one's down third base line.
Now, Glendale's not the team they were last year, but they're still a great.
Still a great pro. I mean, they got Sebastian Norman. He's going to Oklahoma State University. They got him at short. He's a really great player. Him and Cloud. I mean, those are just. You're lucky to be able to watch those guys play baseball as often as you do. I mean, just Southwest Missouri just produces so many great baseball prospects. I mean, so fun to watch. That's why I feel like everyone thinks basketball is Southwest Missouri sport. I think realistically baseball is Southwest Missouri sport.
You could say it for both ways.
That one's hard hitting to left center. Royal comes over to make the catch. Gamble won't tag.
And now for the Eagles.
Either way, I mean,
Number 11, Wyatt May.
you're always going to have somebody competing for a state title in basketball and baseball, I feel like. I mean, there's always going to be teams sticking around. But finally, I mean, we're going to see a new playoff system this year. The state quarterfinals, I believe, are going to 3-game series. That's a slow roller. Schwarting can't make the grab, and that will load the bases now with 2 outs.
So turn back to what you said, a 3-game series this year?
After districts, state quarterfinals is going to be a 3-game series, I believe.
All the way to the
And
finals.
then after, no, just state quarterfinals.
That doesn't make sense.
And then we go to Final Four back to single elimination, I'm pretty sure.
Interesting.
Because Final Four is played in 2 days, so you can't
yeah.
fit in 6 games max, 2 days. I think the quarterfinals is just because everyone's going to throw their best pitcher and stuff, so you aren't really testing how good a team is when they're not testing their depth. So it also makes coaching it way harder, I believe. That's what I heard. I think that's what I heard about state quarterfinals.
So bases are loaded now. 2 outs. Nixa still leads 2-0. They're looking to extend that lead. They've had a bit of...
David Bend, Tom Leesman, and Daniel Rose due up in the top of the second. Eagles up 2-0 after a 2-run bottom of the first. But yet still on the mound for the Eagles. First pitch from him will be swung on a miss for strike number 1. But yet will be heading to Manchester University just down the street to continue his academic and athletic career. With the Valor, that one's fouled back, no balls, 2 strikes.
The 0-2 pitch from Midget. Got him. Swinging, strike 3.
Yeah, I was right. So quarterfinal round in classes 5 through 6 be formatted as a best 2 out of 3 series using the current format determining teams in the current predetermined host site format. I'm just reading the rule book.
I've been an advocate for best 2 out of 3 series in both baseball and basketball for like any game. I know there's no time for that, but that's something that would, I feel like a lot of turnouts would be different.
But that's also because classes 1 through 4, they all play sectionals before quarterfinals. But class 5 and 6 are so small as that one's hitting the center field. Vincent won't be able to track it down and roll to the running track. Vincent hits Cloud on the cutoff, and that'll be a stand-up double for Dom Leesman.
And now up to bat for the Joplin Eagles, the second baseman, number 6, Daniel Rose.
But yeah, I mean, like you mentioned, Yeah, I've been an advocate for that as well. But also, like 1 through 4, they have sectionals because 5 through 6 aren't as big as classes. So they don't. Once you win districts, you go straight to, quarterfinals. 1 out pitch from it yet. Runner at second after that stand-up double. And that was a great swing there from Leesman.
I could tell he didn't even feel that one off the bat, right in the sweet spot.
One-zero. That one's going to hit the backstop, come back to us almost. If there wasn't a net there, you would have caught that one.
Not there. I was catching that one.
So that put a runner at third base now. So now 90 feet away from cutting the lead in half. 2 balls, no strikes.
I think you were talking about last season. One of these days, you want to catch one over the.
I got close one time. It came straight up. It just fell right out.
It's got to fall perfectly.
It's got to be perfect.
Yeah.
I don't know if science even allows it. So that's a swing and a miss, strike 1. Man, I don't know how much. That was off the hand. That was pretty fast. And that one's going to be in the dirt. Yonkers will keep it from going any farther than that. A walk wouldn't be horrible here. You should have double play. But you also don't ever want to walk someone.
It's also something I haven't seen Nixa do this year. Is double play. I haven't seen that yet.
I've seen a lot of them. I've seen a couple on the ground, but I haven't seen a lot. I've seen a lot more of them on the catch and check back.
Yeah.
Like runners.
Yeah, I think I saw Marshfield. Marshfield had a double play on Nixa.
Inside is.
And after the base on the balls, that brings up the left fielder for Joplin, number 12, Cooper Williams.
Cooper Williams comes to the plate. Bunt defense is on. We're going to have a courtesy runner.
Hayden Wolf in to run for the Eagles.
Hayden Wolf at first base to courtesy run. One out pitch from it yet. That one's low and inside. One ball's no strike. In the dirt, 2-0. Swung on, foul territory. McKnight chasing. It'll fall right in front of him. 2 balls, 1 strike. Good hustle there from the sophomore.
Two-one count, 1 out. Runners on the corners for Joplin.
Get back to first. Wolf gets back safely. Jams him inside, fouls it off, 2-2. Joplin school bus takes a dink on that one.
Balls.
That's the bus parking spots, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. 2-2. Oof, full count. Three balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Ooh, that was close, but he's safe. So Leesman at third and Wolf at first, courtesy running for Rose. 1 out. Eagles lead 2-0 here in the top of the second. 27 pitches so far for Tanner Midyett. Swung on lifted to left field. Getting under it is Jones, looking for the tag. And they're not going to send him, as he would have been safe. But it wasn't deep enough in the eyes of the third base coach, and he's kind of kicking himself now.
19, Jensen Stout.
As there's a little bit of a talk going on with the coaches there. Is a little bit of frustration.
I don't know what the right – I mean, obviously the right call was to send him, but –
you don't know that before.
Yeah, if Nixa had a hold of that ball, it probably would have got him out, but those are chances you got to take when playing a team with the talent level of the Eagles.
Cloud backhands that one and fires at first for out number 3. So Joplin strands 2, and Eagles come out unscathed heading to the bottom of the second. 2-0 is the score. Parker Mann, Wyatt Vincent, Caleb Jones. And Mann tries to start the inning off with the bunt, but will go foul. No balls, 1 strike. Eagles lead 2-0 here. And we're already 40 minutes into this game. Oof. A little early on that one, but hard hit. Joplin already has some motion in the bullpen. Jeez, that.
Yeah, that ball had some heat.
Ooh, that was a great pitch there from Wilson. It looked in the whole time and then finally found the strike zone, but luckily Mann swung enough to keep himself alive.
0-2 count, the pitch.
Ooh, fouled off again.
He's swinging hard. Baseball's a very mental game, and if you know you're hitting well and you want to swing away at it, then do it. If you're feeling confident. Looks like Parker Mann is feeling confident. 0-2, though, the pitch.
That one's hit high into the field, a towering fly ball into second, but it'll be short into center, not second.
And we're back in the top of the lineup for Nixa.
Royal makes the catch.
Wyatt Vincent.
Second, I think I was thinking like second in the outfield, you know?
I don't know what you were thinking.
Oh, I see. It's okay. In walks Parker Mann. Wyatt, I'm going to go home. Wyatt Vincent. He had a doubles last time.
Aiden Hopkins.
I'm done here. In walks Wyatt Vincent. He had doubles last time up. Is that one? Who? Will it go fair? Barely foul. Oof. That was about
had the distance.
inches away from being a solo shot, but instead it'll be a 0-1 count for Vincent. I guess Wilson just learned not to put that ball there.
Well, we'll see.
Looked like the same location. Got a little under it. Foul territory. Moving to his right is Bend, and he will run out of room. The count will now be no balls, 2 strikes.
Can you imagine driving by and just seeing a baseball roll out in front of you?
What do you go faster or slower? That's the real question. What's the move? Do you
Why
stop?
would you go faster?
To try to miss it. But then if you go
Oh.
faster, the force of the baseball would hit a lot more. As that one's hard hit to short, and he'll beat that out. That's an infield single. And it wasn't that it was a bad throw at all. That was just really great speed from Wyatt Vincent.
That is some speed from Vincent. Just like you said.
That's why you're
And now up for your Eagles.
That's why you're taught to run out every single ball you hit, because you never know what can happen.
So Caleb Jones up to bat, and that was a pitch up looking for the steal.
You know, we're talking about things we've never seen before, stuff we rarely see. I've called lots of games for 3 years here. I've never seen a home run dead center, ever.
Really?
Here, never.
Yeah.
I saw one at Glendale last year when Wyatt Vincent Districts. Never
Yeah,
seen
against Glendale at Kickapoo. I was there for that one, yeah.
That one's going to find its way in the outfield. Vincent doesn't know, and not going to have time as Royal will track it down.
Yeah, I thought that was going to hit
Stolen
Vincent.
base by Wyatt Vincent is brought to you by Austin Orthodontics.
But then he slid and got under it.
See what happened yesterday?
No, I didn't.
MLB player, ground ball to first. He goes to second. He hits the guy running to second, and he still somehow bounces into the glove of the fielder, and the guy's out.
Really? Did it just clip him or what?
No, it hit him hard.
Oh. Huh.
Bunt shown, pulled back, 2-1. And there's one thing, if you're a coach going against Nixa, you know your bunt defense is going to get some work. You know they're going to get some practice.
Yeah.
And this team loves the bunt. It's not that they love doing it; they're good at it too. I mean, they'll do it for hits. I mean, if I had to have someone bunt for my life depends on it. I'm calling Parker Mann or Caleb Jones probably.
Right, yeah. I've seen Caleb Jones bunt so many times this year.
Parker had a hot streak where just every time he did it, it was perfect. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Vincent at second. That one's hitting the left field. That one's going to drop. Vincent's going to scurry to third, and that will put runners at the corners now with 1 out for Caden Cloud. A bloop single for Caleb Jones.
Those are some of my favorite hits. They're perfectly placed over the infielders' heads and just short of the outfielders' gloves.
So Eagles going to try to avoid anything on the ground, but turning a double play is going to be hard on any of these guys on this diamond right now. You got Vincent at third, Jones at first, and Cloud at the plate. I mean, getting out Jones is hard enough, let alone getting out 2 Eagles in one play. But still trying to avoid anything on the ground.
With the speed they have.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to do. 1 out, runners are at the corners. Slow roller to second. He'll be out, but that'll score a run. Another RBI for Cloud.
And a run scores for the Nixa Eagles, making it 3.
That'll advance Jones to second, 2 outs.
And that brings up number 6, Jackson Gamble.
Gamble walked his last time up. He has a run and score position. Eagles lead 3-0. Swung on, lifted. Another towering fly ball. Coming in to make the catch is Royal for out number 3. So Eagles get 1 more in the bottom of the second. That improves their lead to 3. 3 balls, 3 runs here. I'm going home. Braxton Guck, Lane Royal, and Peyton Swinson due up in the top of the third. I decided to stay. Eagles lead 3 runs to 0.
Not strikes.
Not balls. I said balls,
I thought
actually.
you said
I
strikes.
said balls.
Oh, okay.
You know, I'm so used to seeing 3-0 and it being a count. But this one was a score as someone almost died in the Eagles dugout, but
Well,
avoids it.
I
No
don't
balls,
know.
one strike.
I don't know about that, but a little violent, isn't it?
Yeah, you're right.
I like how they all squeal like little girls whenever a foul ball comes their way.
I'd be doing the same thing.
Well, you're not a baseball player.
Yes, I am.
Oh, okay.
No balls, 2 strikes. My old days, I was.
Yeah, we both were. Played on the same team for a long time.
You were just there. You were just there.
Oh, all right.
That's strikeout swinging. Yonkers motions to Gamble to go outside and make the catch for out number 1. That is
Back to the top of the lineup, the
the
Joplin
3rd
Eagles,
strikeout of the day
number
for
4, Roy.
Mid-Yet. So that'll bring us top of the order. Lane Royal with 1 out. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Bunt put down, Mid-Yet. We'll let Yonkers have it, and he'll throw it on the run. That's going to be safe at first.
I think it went off the. Did it go off the runner?
Yeah. Yeah, I think it hit the runner. I think Gamble tried to squeeze it on top of the runner, actually. So 1 out for Peyton Swinson. Are we counting that as a hit? I think we are. Swung on, lifted to shallow right. Man going back, making the diving catches McKnight. Throw to first, not going to be in time, but an absolute web gem from Adam McKnight in right field. I don't know how he got there so fast.
And now up to bat for Joplin, number 1, Cutler Schwarty.
2 outs now. Royal at first. And Cutler Shorting comes to the plate. And 1 in the dirt, 1 ball, no strikes. Check back to first, and Royals back safely. Runner goes. That's inside. It's going to hit him. So put runners at first and second with 2 outs.
And that brings to the plate for Joplin, the shortstop, number 5, David Bend.
David Bend comes to the plate. He struck out swinging his last time up. 2 outs. Runners at first and second.
Two outs, runners at second. What a dig by Yonkers. One 0 count. McGett looks back to second, fires.
Popped up in the infield. Gamble making everyone back off, and he'll make the catch for out number 3. Another 0 on the board for Joplin. We head to the bottom of the third. Eagles lead 3-0. Adam McKnight, Cameron Miller, and Wyatt May due up in the bottom of the third. McKnight reached on a fielder's choice the last time out. First pitch is down and away. 1 ball, no strikes. That one's hitting the left field. Williams moves to his left to makes the catch. He gets under it. A good swing, just a little under it there. Tried to golf it out.
Now coming to bat for the Nixa Eagles, your third baseman, number 12, Cam Miller.
Cam Miller comes to the play with 1 out. One ball, no strikes. Fouled off 1-1.
Right in the bleachers. Luckily, we heard it hit metal and not nothing.
Yeah. Probably the least safe. Probably the most dangerous sport to watch, probably in person, I'd say. Hockey can be, I mean, rarely does a puck go right over the glass into the crowd. Usually hits something
Can on the side of the ice. What happens is when you're shooting towards the goals, there's a netting on those two ends of the ice, and normally nothing happens. But
that's a great swing from Miller, but it's going to find the glove of Williams in left for out number 2. But good swing.
Those hits are always a shame because if it's going anywhere else but the glove of the outfielders, it's going to be a double. You know, that you hit that in the gap, you put yourself in scoring position.
Yeah, I can't be mad about that swing, though. That's a great swing.
Yeah.
2-out pitch to Mabe. That one's going to find its way in right field for a single. Good piece of hitting there from the sophomore. Now Tyler Yonkers comes to the plate. 2 outs, runner at first. Yonkers struck out swinging his last time up.
Two outs. This is looking to be, checks back to first. Trying to catch him off guard.
Strike 1 called. Actually was pretty close, I felt like.
Doesn't matter. They'll say it every time. Have they ever said it when he gets out?
No, because they wait for the signal.
No.
Fouled back. 0-2. Wilson only has 1 strikeout today. It was to Yonkers, I believe. The ball's 2 strikes, 2 outs. Mabe at first. Strike 3 called, delayed, but I think everyone knew it was coming. So another strikeout, first looking for Wilson. As we head to the top of the 4th, Eagles still up 3-0. Dom Leesman, Daniel Rose, and Cooper Williams due up. Top of the fourth. Leesman had a really great swing and a really great extra base hit his last time up, a double. It was the first hit of the ball game for the Joplin Eagles. That one swung on. Fair ball, crossbody throw from Miller. Oh, my goodness. Cam Miller. It's a good one. Eagles look good. Eagles look good on the defensive side of it today.
Yeah, they do.
Which I think is something that Hughes is probably really liking. Defensively, Eagles have been struggling to be sound, but I feel like today they've been really great in all aspects of defensive. First pitch from Yet to Rose will be a strike. Rose didn't see many of those last time to the plate as he walked. Finds himself down on the count 0-1. Yet with his 42nd pitch of the day. Hard hit into the glove of Cloud. And to be honest, right off the bat, it looked like he was going to go straight in the outfield, but it kind of just died in the air.
I thought that was a base hit.
Baseball's a weird sport.
Cloud positioned himself really well there. It looked like he knew where that ball was going to go before it even left the bat.
He's having some fun out there.
It's really fun to watch these guys play, you know, knowing they're having fun.
Same thing with that. Same with the basketball team.
Yeah.
I mean, it just gives the vibes to them. I mean, that one's popped up, foul territory.
Heads up.
Yonkers will run out of room. Bryce Peebles tries to make the catch. Can't make it. Bryce Peebles is an attendant. They're probably like, who is that? I've never heard that player before. No. But like I mentioned, I mean, it's just about, like, the basketball team, they were so fun to watch because you could tell they were having fun. I mean, they're a tight-knit group. Same with baseball. I mean, all these guys are really close off the field like they are on the field. That one's grounded to Cloud, backhands it, rifles it to first. Can't make the catch. Gambles.
Took the hat off someone in the dugout. Don't know who that was, but the ball bounced up off the ground, and I saw a hat go flying.
They're going to have to give him second base as it hits someone in the dugout.
And now up for the Joplin
That was
Eagles,
almost
the
a quick
designated
inning.
hitter, number 19, Jensen Stout.
So Williams reaches on air. Now bring up Jensen Stout. Runner at second, 2 outs. I'll take the blame for that error there because I just said about how good defense was. It's what we call the business the announcer's curse. I think I just pulled one.
My grandpa calls them the sports gods.
Yeah, I had
smited.
I had an announcer's curse. When Colin Kelly threw his no-hitter against Rockhurst, that same game I said he was throwing a perfect game through 4, and he walked the very next batter. Luckily, he pulled out the no-hitter, though, but baseball is a very superstitious sport, probably one of the most superstitious sports out there. I mean, there's so many unwritten rules in the game of baseball.
That's true. There's a lot of those in hockey, too. I know we brought up hockey earlier. A lot of there's a culture in the sport of baseball as there is in hockey. You can compare the sports, even though you don't play them like, they're not played like each other, but a lot of things are similar.
3 balls, no strikes, 2 outs. Strike called as Stout threw his bat thinking it was a ball 4. Pretty nice outing here in Nixa, Missouri tonight. Beautiful weather, too.
I remember stepping outside earlier, and I was like, wow, this is nice.
71. Wind blowing straight center.
It's not going to get better.
That's called a ball. So that'll be another walk on the day. Only the second, though. 2 walks hit by pitch, but he also has 3 strikeouts. Yet does. And speaking of strikeouts, Braxton Gog comes to the plate. He struck out his last time up. Runners at first and second, 2 outs. Eagles lead 3-0 here in the Central Ozark Conference matchup against the Joplin Eagles. Swung on, lifted, shallow center. Cloud coming back. Vincent will make the call, though, and he'll make the catch for out number 3. Joplin strands 2 more runners As we head to the bottom of the fourth, Eagles still holding on to a 3-0 lead. Parker Mann, Wyatt Vincent, Caleb Jones due up in this bottom of the fourth. Eagles have scored in every inning except for the third. They scored 2 runs in the bottom of the first, 1 run at the bottom of the second, and 0 in the bottom of the third. They find themselves up 3-0 in the bottom of the fourth. 5 hits to 2. Eagles lead that margin. Joplin 2 errors to Eagles 1. Bunt put down. Ben can't pick it up, and it'll be a reach on error for Parker Mann. Like I mentioned, bunt defense doesn't get some work.
Center fielder Wyatt Vincent.
Vincent with the runner at first, and no outs.
If there's any opportunity to get a high-scoring inning, it's now. Just now you're back at the top of your batting order, and your 9th hole just got on, so definitely look to tack on some runs here.
1 ball, no strikes, no outs. Man at first. Runner goes in the dirt. No throw going to be made as Mann will find his way at second.
And that's a stolen base for Parker Mann, brought to you by Austin Orthodontics.
2 balls, no strikes, no outs. Vincent at the plate. Up and in, 3-0. On deck, Caleb Jones. She has 2 singles today. Vincent, a double and a single.
For the first time today, sun's kind of peeking through for this game.
3-1. It looked like it was going to be raining, but it didn't. It's just, look at it. 3-1. Oof. Early and under. It'll go foul. Full count.
So full count now.
Got into that one, fouled off. Moving back and making the catch is Bend for out number 1. Man was teasing Bend a little bit.
For Nixa, your left fielder, number 13, Caleb Jones.
Turned moving to third and then hustled back as Bend was chasing him back. So 1 out for Caleb Jones. Runner at second. Bunt put down, third base line. This is going to be an impossible play as Jones is just so good at putting down bunts. That put runners at the corners with 1 out.
And now up for Nixa.
The third single of the day for Caleb Jones. So Cloud to the plate now.
Let's just kind of
1 out.
explain why that play is so impressive. You know you got a guy on second. You know he's going to go, and you put it down the third base line, and it forces the third baseman to stay at third to cover third. Make sure nothing happens over there since you got a runner coming your way. So the pitcher has to come out and make the play, and obviously it's too far to make. So if you're good at that, do it. Caleb Jones makes it happen.
Runner goes, throw on a second. What a throw. They're going to say he's out. That was a great throw from Daniel Rose behind the plate. Now 2 down.
So 2 outs. Caden Cloud up to bat for Nixa. The pitch.
That one's hard hitting to third. That'll be an RBI single for Caden Cloud. A really good
And that's an RBI single for Cloud.
at bat for Cloud, and he'll get his 3rd RBI of the day.
For the Eagles.
Bring up Jackson Gamble, runner up first and 2 outs. Eagles now extend their lead to 4-0. Right now, Vincent is 2 singles away from setting the record, or tying the record for most triples in a career. He's 3 away from breaking it. He's at 18 career triples. The record is 20. Gamble at the plate, runner at first, 2 outs. Third base line, Nimmo. Did he make the play? No, I think he got past him there on third base. Coaching box. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Swung on. Sent to center. Royal gets under it and squeezes it for out number 3. Eagles score 1 more to add some insurance onto their already 3-run lead. Makes the score 4-0 heading to the 5th.
Bottom of the 4th.
Top 3 due up for the Joplin Eagles in the top of the 5th. Royal, Swinson, and Schwarting. Royal, a fly out and a single for him. First pitch he sees, he'll lift into left field. Jones moving back and makes the catch out in left. An impressive catch
And next up
for the
Joplin,
senior left fielder.
baseman number 7, Peyton Swinson.
Now Swinson comes up, a ground out in a line out for him. 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out. Upstairs 3-0. Three one. Fouled off, full count. Popped up. And foul.
Well, the car just ran over the ball in the parking lot.
Inside, that'll be ball number 4.
Now up for Joplin, third baseman, Cutler, Schwarting.
Runner at first. So Cutler Schwarting comes to the plate. Runner at first, 1 out. He was looking for something on the ground. Cutler, a strikeout and hit by pitch for him today. Popped up into right field. McKnight camps under it, and he'll make the catch for out number 2.
Next up for Joplin, the shortstop, number 5, David Benn.
David Benn comes to the plate. Strikeout and pop out.
Pitch low in the dirt, and it's dug out by Yonkers, and he fires to first. Not going to get him. Run at first, pretty big lead off. They're going to check back. He's going to be safe. So 1-0 count. That pitch low. 2-0. 2 outs. Here in the top of the 5th inning. Joplin still trailing 4-0.
But yet, kicks and fires. That one's called low, 3-0.
Get fires.
Strike 1 called, 3-1. Jumping at the first, nothing doing there. 3 balls, 1 strike. That's going to find its way in right field for a single. McKnight comes in and gets past him, though. Vincent heading to it. They're going to send the runner home. They were waving him home. Joplin fans aren't happy with their third base coach right now. I think it's smart they didn't send him because he would have been hosed. So 2 outs, now runners at second and third.
And now up for Joplin. And first baseman, Dom Leisman.
Dom Leisman comes up. He had a double and a ground out today. Looking to get some runs on the board. Fouled off 0-1. One and one.
Two outs. Runners at third and second. Get looks back to second. He fires.
Three and one. Full count.
Lot riding on this pitch. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 2 runners on.
3 balls, 2 strikes. Miguel shakes no to a signal. The payoff pitch from the southpaw. Strike 3 swinging. Joplin strands 2 more. Another 0 on the board for them. We head to the bottom of the 5th. 4-0. Adam McKnight, Cam Miller, and Wyatt Mabe due up in this bottom of the fifth. Eagles lead 4-0. Now on the mound, Isaac Yust for the Joplin Eagles. First pitch to McKnight, swung on and fouled back. No balls, one strike. Ooh. 0-2.0-2 pitch. That one's going to find its way into left field. McKnight had to wait on it a little bit, but he makes contact and finds way left field for a single. I have just absolutely...
We're all tangled up here in the press box.
I had just absolutely wrapped this whole cord around this chair. I don't know how. What's... Everywhere you go, it gets worse.
You spun it around. You got to do that. There you go.
There we go.
Lift it up.
All right. I'm free. So McKnight at first after that single with Cam Miller at the plate. That one's upstairs. One ball, no strikes.
Aiden was a few short brain cells of staying the night here in the press box.
Can you say that live on air?
I already did.
Can't take it back now. It's fouled off 1-1. Yeah, I would have just stayed the night here and got right on the bus at 8:30 tomorrow.
It's not too bad. It's
road
quite
trip
comfy in here. These chairs are nice. I like these chairs.
Take one home with you.
I'm good.
Just throw one in your truck.
Two 2-1 is the count for Cameron Miller. New pitcher on the mound for Joplin, as Aiden mentioned, number 35. Three-one count now. McKnight on first after he singled down to left field.
It's a walk.
Yeah, that one's in the dirt. So it puts two runners on, no outs.
Now up to bat for Nixa, number 11, Wyatt Mabe.
Wyatt Mabe up to bat for the Eagles. The Nixa Eagles. It's just about the only replica name team we play consistently. Is Joplin. First pitch.
That one's bunting down the first base line. See if it goes fair. It'll go foul. No balls, one strike. There's that first and second. No balls, one strike. Bunt put down, first base line. Mabe heads to first. He's going to be safe. Same thing that happened earlier in the game, but this time it's flipped around.
And now for Nixa, your catcher, number 10, Tyler Yonkers.
Yonkers comes to the plate, strikeout swinging and strikeout looking for him.
If there's any time to make a comeback on your day, it's now. You got bases loaded, no outs. A lot of room to do something really special here. The first pitch.
That one's going to find its way into left field for a single. That'll score a run. Here's the second run. That will score, and Mabe will advance to third. A 2 RBI double for Tyler Yonkers.
So now a 6-0 Eagles lead in the 9-spot man, and then we return to the top of the batting order.
Mabe with Carter Mabe will come into courtesy run for Yonkers, so that now puts both Mabes on the base paths. Carter Mabe 90 feet away at third. Excuse me. White made him 90 feet away at third, and Cardinal made him at second. Man to the plate with no outs. In the dirt, 1 ball, no strikes.
So a good possibility the pitching change is the result for the start to this inning. There's still no outs.
That one's hit high into center field. Making the catch is Royal. Mabe almost gets hosed there, but will be safe at third, and another run will score, make it 7-0.
Fly for Nixa.
They'll bring up Wyatt Vincent, the Missouri State commit. With runner at third base and 1 out. Vincent popped out his last time up.
So Wyatt Vincent.
That one's hit to center field. Center fielder going back. At the track, he'll make the catch, and Mabe will tag in. And will score the 8th run of the day for the Eagles, make it 8-0.
Another sacrifice fly for the Eagles, bringing the run total to 8. And bringing up your left fielder, Caleb Jones, to the plate.
That'll bring up Caleb Jones. 3 singles for him today. Two outs here for him. Bases empty. Shows the bunt. Decides not to do it. It'll be upstairs. 1 ball, no strikes. Two balls, no strikes. Three and 0. The person you don't want to go to right now is on deck. I mean, he's 3 RBIs today. That's going to be a 4-pitch walk, which will bring up Caden Cloud.
And that walk brings up your shortstop, number 3, Caden Cloud, to the plate.
If Cloud can touch them all here, this game will end. Ooh, liked that one. Got a little under it and fouled it off. Lots of yard cards being used right now by the Eagles.
So 0-1, 2 outs, runner at first. Caden Cloud is the game-ending run.
Called a strike on the outside corner, 0-2.
So 0-2 for Caden Cloud, the pitch.
1-2.
Heckling from the Joplin side. It was inside.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Jones at first. 3 RBIs today for Cloud. Oh.
Well, strike 3.
Umpires get paid hourly. Just kidding, I don't know. They get paid by game. 8 runs for the Eagles so far. 4 in the bottom of the 5th. We head to the 6th. 8-0 Eagles. Tanner Miette still on the mound for the Eagles. Daniel Rose at the plate. A walk in a lineout for him today. Second pitch upstairs, 2 balls, no strikes. Inside 3-0. Three one. Three two. Strike 3. But yeah, gets a good roar from the dugout on his 4th strikeout.
That was a 3-0 comeback. That count was 3-0.
5 strikeouts today for Midyet. Bring up Cooper Williams. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Two and one. Fouled back, 2-2. In the dirt, full count. Strike 3 called. Strikeout number 6 on the day for Tanner Midyet.
Number 19, Jensen Stout.
Jensen Stout comes to the plate. It's the first strikeout looking on the day for Midyet. Stout, a ground out, and a walk for him today. 1 ball, 1 strike for him. Lined in the glove of Caden Cloud. 3 up, 3 down. 85 total pitches for Tanner Midyet. We head to the bottom of the 6th. If Eagles can get 2 more runs, this game will end just a little bit early. 8-0 Eagles lead. Jackson Gamble, Adam McKnight, and Cameron Miller due up. In this bottom of the 6th, Eagles lead 8-0. First pitch to Gamble is a strike. Swung on, lifted to right center. Royal moves to his left and makes a jumping catch out in center. Not sure if that was very needed.
Now up for Nixa, your right fielder, Adam.
We'll do it
McKnight.
nonetheless. Swing and a miss, strike 1. A 1 pitch to McKnight. That one's hard hit in left field. That would drop for a single at least. He's rounding first. He'll watch it, and he'll stop at the first base bag. Wyatt Vincent getting loose in the Eagles bullpen, looking to close this game out.
And now up for your Nixa Eagles, the third baseman, number 12, Cam Miller.
McKnight's second single of the day and a second hit as well. Cameron Miller comes to the plate. Fly out and line out for him. His last at bat, it was a really great hit, but just found the glove. That was high, deep. Warning track. Williams will make the catch. And if he straightens that one just a little bit, I think that one's the track of the junior high.
And that brings to your plate.
That's 2 great swings from him the past 2 at bats, just going a little against him. So now Wyatt Mabe comes to the plate. He's reached on error twice, and he has a single. He was talking it over with Mabe about something. So there's 2 outs. Oh, 1. That one swung on, lifted to shallow right. Moving in is Go. He'll make the catch on the run for out number 3. So 3 up, 3 down. Excuse me, no. Yeah, I got on. Eagles strand 1 heading to the 7th. They need 3 outs. Joplin needs 8 runs. So Tanner Miguet's day comes to an end. 85 pitches, 6 strikeouts, 3 walks, 3 hits, and 0 earned runs, or 0 runs in total for him, as Wyatt Vincent will get the call to take the rubber to finish out this game. Eagles lead 8-0 after a jolt of insurance in the bottom of the 5th. They scored 4 there. 2 runs in the bottom of the 1st, 1 run in the bottom of the 2nd, and 1 in the bottom of the 4th. So Braxton Guff to the plate. Lane Royal and Peyton Swinson due up in this top of the 7th. Joplin needs 8 runs to stay alive. Missouri State commit Wyatt Vincent on the mound. That bunt put down right back to Vincent. He'll step and fire for out number 1.
Back to the top of the lineup for Joplin and number 4, Lane Royal.
Lane Royal comes to the plate. 2 flyouts and a single for him today. Outside corner called strike. No balls, 2 strikes. Yonkers blocks it. 1-2. .87 there. Called ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Early release there. Full count.
Full count, 1 out. Vincent on the mound. The 3-2.
Strike 3 call. Strikeout looking, 2 down here.
Strikeout. That brings to the plate for Joplin number 7, Peyton Swinson.
Now Peyton Swinson, the last hope here for the Joplin Eagles. 2 outs, nobody on.
The pitch from Vincent, swing and a miss. Strike 1. 0-1 count. Vincent fires.
1-1. One ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Going to be a tough play. Cloud. Oh, my goodness. Caden Cloud. Halfway in the outfield and still makes the play. Eagles shut out the Joplin Eagles 8-0 after a great play from Caden Cloud ends it. Their next game will be tomorrow at 3 o'clock against Truman. Then they play tomorrow as well, 5:30 against Eureka, and Friday at 8 o'clock against Rockbridge. They play one more game that Saturday. Eagles improve to 14-4. Joplin falls to 4-11. See you guys tomorrow night.